You wanna do the intro? Again, I'm gonna bully you to do the intro again like the last time.
Every time. Hey, everybody.
Every time. Guess who's back? Back again.
Cherry's back. What it do, Faves Gang? It is
Wine Wednesday. Clink, clink, bitches. But today's episode, guys, Cherry was like, she's not drinking wine. She wants...
I drank wine yesterday and it
she
took me
was
to
like-
the top and I was alone because single girls worldwide. So,
She was like, there's no way. She wants Jameson. So today we're having Jameson
Please.
Select Reserve. Double Jameson with lime. And
on
lots
the
of ice.
rocks.
On the what?
Thanks. Okay.
Oh, I was like, did you guys on the rock me? Today's video is about careers because, you know, the only person that I trust when it comes to this to give us the full details is Aunty Sherry. And we obviously asked the questions on the interweb, which was Instagram, and you guys sent us all the questions that you want us to answer. And we are definitely going to answer them. Always, there's a disclaimer, we cannot answer all of them because, like we said, we don't want the video to be super long. But I hope the ones that we choose will help the next person and that you will get some form of help from it. But anyway, okay, let us go. The first question is, how do I get in the promoter industry? I don't know much about promoting, so Aunty Cherry might help you with that.
I think we also need to differentiate between promoter and social media promoting because they are two different things that have a similar name. You can be a social media promoter, which is where I started, and you can also do physical and literal promotions where I know there are brands, I don't want to mention them, but there are people who sell cigarettes at places and people who sell alcohol at different places, and they physically there, you know, trying to get more people trying to get people to try the different products, etc. So I've done both, but I really specialize in the social media promotions, and it's really just growing a following and reaching out to agencies such as myself. Shira's Day Relations and Training Topics Agency does a lot of work with people who promote on social media. So if you can reach or if you can just check out my email address and then send me your relevant details, and then we can add you on the database. But just grow a following, and we're not talking like Miss Ixo's following like 60,000 million trillion thousand million K. You can just I think entry level would be a safe 3,000.
Yeah.
That's where we're looking at to just, I mean, this is where you're basically starting out. That means you've got an engaged community who takes you seriously, who believes the things that you say and engages with you. So that's one of the steps to go forward. But just find agencies that can help you sort of I guess train yourself and get into that space.
Yeah, that was actually very cool. Okay. Does one need a large following to get in any social media careers? Let me tell you, I think this, with me, I didn't need a lot of followers to get into, I don't know if I have a social media career or I'm an influencer or what, I don't know, but I just take myself as a YouTuber or someone that is doing YouTube,
You
whatever.
have a social media career.
But, somewhat. But, with me, I don't know. With me, every single time, I feel like there's something that takes me from one position to the other. The first thing that made me who EXO is now was the video of when I was doing makeup, and then this girl came onto my live and she started talking nonsense, and then I retaliated by saying some shit, and then people started following me, and then again, I don't know what happened, and then people started, I don't know, like, it's continuously me doing something, which I never really see what I'm doing.
You never planned it.
Exactly.
It happened organically because that's who
Exactly.
you are. You were being yourself.
Exactly. So, but also, I just feel like you need to constantly be engaging with your followers. Your followers are not your fans. Let me tell you one thing about your followers. Well, they somewhat they are, but don't treat them like your fans, because they're the ones that make you. They're the ones that make you and break you. They're the ones that will be following you. They're the ones that will be retweeting your stuff, showing your stuff to whoever. Because I think mostly social media careers or influencers are helped by word of mouth, whatever they see, because obviously when you watch my video and then you upload my video on your YouTube, your followers are going to see, then they're going to come to my page and see what I'm about, and then that's how I get the traction on my page. So always treat your followers like your friends. Reply to every DM. Don't think you're better than them. Don't think, now I'm not going to reply to any DM. There's too many of them. Listen, every single Monday, I sit down and I'll reply to every DM that has been sent to me throughout that other week. And I'll reply to all of them. Even if it means I have to take the whole day. Plus, I don't work on Monday, so that's that. But engage also. Be consistent in your craft and make sure that you try your level best to be the best that you can be. I don't know how I'm going to describe that, but with me, I've seen lately, I've been so consistent with my work, especially on YouTube, because I just feel like you guys want to see that content from me. You guys want to see that content from me, and I literally need to deliver. So consistency, engagement with your followers, and just finding new ways to do things that people aren't doing. Like me, I don't know, no one talked about Wine Wednesday, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do something that resonates with my love for alcohol. Is my love for alcohol? We're going to drink wine, and we're going to be talking about everything that, we're going to chit chat. So Wine Wednesday came about, and I was like, okay, cool. People are, the reception is amazing. So, just think out of the box. Don't be thinking about, okay, since this one is doing this, I'm also going to try to do that, because you're not going to be authentic. And also, she started the thing herself. We know Wine Wednesday from me. Someone else can go and start Wine Wednesday. It's not going to be the same, because we all know you, and it all started from me. So, just try be very authentic in your craft, and you're gonna do it. So
once you find a rhythm and you find something that you're good at, you just keep on getting better. So 100%.
Okay. Yeah. Tips on side hustles a full-time student can pursue. I don't know. When I was a student, I didn't even think of making money as well. I was just taking off from my mom. But you can, I don't know, if you can save, and start a smaller business in the sense of, I don't know, start selling lashes, start selling, I don't know, bags. This, as much as you see many people sell lashes, the demand will never ever stop. So what if the lashes that you come with are 10 times better than the ones that they have? So also you can start a YouTube channel. I don't know, man. There's so many things that you can do. Club promoting, hostessing. Like, there's a lot of things that go into it. And also with hostessing, I saw many people asking me, how do I get into hostessing? I honestly swear to God, I don't know. With me, I was approached. And I'm gonna sound a bit biased and a bit, I don't know, vile. Not vile, but a bit bogus. But to some extent, you have to have a presence in order for them to be like attracted to you, because you can't be having 300 followers and you're like, you want to host.
What do you mean?
As in, okay, you have 300 followers.
No, I'm saying, I hear you. The amount of followers.
Exactly. Doesn't equate to them, to what they want. Because when I upload a snap from them, people are gonna be like, where are you? What are you doing? Can you come? Whatever. So obviously, with 65,000 followers, it's not like all 65,000 are going to watch, maybe like 10,000. But when you have like 300, maybe 26 people watch your snap, and they're going to be like, it's kind of like a loss to them. So somewhat, to some extent, your following has to count. Your following has to be major. You have to be known by people. I'm sorry, but that's the actual truth. You have to be known by people. Social media, those around you, the squads, whatever, they have to know you in order for you to get into hostessing.
You know how to pull a crowd. I mean, I think that's the most important thing. And I just want to slightly disagree with Goli and say that sometimes it's not always about the following. However, it does help a great deal, because if you can reach people with your content, with your posting, then obviously that means more people are seeing the fact that there's a poster that's out and you'll be hosting at such and such places. And if you've got a very small following, then obviously it defeats the purpose. So it is important to build some sort of a following. A sustainable one.
How can you tell if you have chosen the right career for yourself? If you're not happy there, that's not the right one. That's definitely not for you. I remember when I was working at the law firm, I was waking up every day 5 to crying, because I'm just like, I am not happy where I am. I want to leave this place. Lord, help me leave this place. Until I left. Now I'm doing something that I love. Like, waking up is not even a problem. I can wake up at 4 a.m. and start shooting because I'm happy with what I'm doing. And most importantly is I'm happy because I'm doing it inside my house. I don't have to wake up at 6 o'clock to go Gabas John. No, I literally can wake up at 10, start shooting in bed, and I'm happy. So if you're not happy in that environment, and most importantly, if your peace is not matching with whatever's happening, I promise. Because one thing about me, mental health, I will never ever take my mental health for granted. I will always put it first. If I feel like every day I'm drained, I'm out. I'm definitely out.
I completely agree.
So
for me, my mental health was deteriorating when I was doing a job that I didn't like. I've told the story before, so I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, ultimately, if you wake up and you hate like every second of the process, I need to get up, I need to go bath, and everything just feels like a drag. You're in the wrong place. So figure out what makes you happy, figure out what sets your soul on fire, what your passions are, and pursue that. And unfortunately, with pushing passion, it only starts paying after a long time. So you're gonna have to put in the groundwork, you're gonna have to push. But if you're doing what you love, then it doesn't feel like a job, it doesn't feel like a stretch, but it does take some time to get there. That's only, that's what it is.
do you really need money to make money on social media? Where do I start?
You need money to do anything. And,
honestly.
And also look at it as an investment. You're going to spend money getting equipment, looking good constantly to be recognized by the people that you're trying to get the attention of. So if it's brands, if it's potential clients or whatever, I mean, you have to go out, you have to be out, you have to be doing things for them to recognize you, to see. Because I think what people forget is that just sitting around and waiting for that lucky break or for the opportunity to come doesn't happen.
It won't.
So you're going to have to put in some,
some form of work, yes.
And that will require spending money. And literally, one of the words that the rich live by is that you need to make, need to spend money to make money. And that's just like what it is. However, how much money you spend is entirely up to you. We're not saying you need to go broke chasing a particular career path, but you will have to put in some sort of money. Like I said, if it's camera equipment, if it's a light, a ring light. If you have to, if you're creating fashion content, you need to look good, you're going to spend on clothing. So that's how you need to approach it. And I think this applies for every industry, for everything that you do. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter if you're in construction, but even for you to be recognized in construction, you have to buy a truck. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah, you can't sit there and be like, I wish for a truck, and then it must come.
Exactly.
With what I'm gonna definitely just agree with what Cherry said. You don't have to break the bank trying to find a balance of about where you must, start small. You can start with a smaller camera. You can buy I remember this is my 3rd ring light, and I started YouTubing last year lockdown. I remember it was the 1st of April or whatever. This is my 3rd ring light, because my first ring light, I'm sorry, it was this big, and then I went to this big. Now I'm at my biggest one. I'm on 18, I think it's 18 or 20, I don't even know. So now you start small, you start with what you have, and when you start making money, that's when you can start buying the proper equipment. Because if you think you want to buy equipment like this, first, you don't even know how to use that equipment. Next thing, it's breaking because you don't know how to use it. So when you gradually grow, that's when you gradually buy more things. You know what I'm saying? Because with me, I used to film with my phone. Now we've moved up. You see my videos are doing whatever they have to do. The quality is great because I started small. I started somewhere. I remember my first YouTube video, there was a stack of papers and I had to put my phone because I didn't have a tripod. Now there's 1,000 tripods there and whatever. So
I know that's right.
Whatever you do, just start small. Don't even think, I saw this light, that light. Start small. Even if the sound is doing a mess, the background is doing this, the front is doing this, use your, what is this light again?
Natural lighting.
Use your natural lighting. And you were right about the sun.
The sun.
Yeah. Use your natural lighting. Stand in front of the window. Take your content from there. If you feel like you have to do like a what shoot, I don't know what they call it, a product shoot. Take a smaller white matte, put it outside. The lighting outside is perfect. Get creative. Sharpen your images. Do whatever. If you follow Yolanda 12,000, just go to her page and you'll see where she started. Yolanda used to take her picture with a front camera. She'd put it upside down because you can't
remember that. I was
so exactly.
And there's so many people. I just want to add on to that. There's also so many people. I think what really irks me about the generation that we're in now is that, like, despite the amount of knowledge and resources we have for people to like learn how to do things on their own, people are lazy. And I'm saying this to everyone who's watching this. You guys are lazy. You don't want to research. There are so many people that have like lots of videos. I'm going to mention a couple of YouTubers that are in our space. Guno K Yams, Uno, Hawema, Utando, Abo Yolanda 12,000, who literally give out this information for free. This is how to edit your content to make it look nice. Exactly. You know, so this is stuff that is available to you only if you're looking for it. If you're not looking for it, then you're not gonna find it. And it really upsets me because we have all this data, we have all this internet, we have Twitter. All you have to do is just ask a question and someone can maybe like
literally answer you now
to tag you on a thread that she's created on, you know, step by step on how to do certain things. And I feel like when we then tell people, oh, this is how I learned how to edit my videos, this is how I learned how to edit my pictures, etc., this is how I did 1 2 3 4, they don't believe it because you're sitting there, instead of Googling and researching, you're just, you know, all you're doing is scrolling and sabawailing. That is not enough. And I think where I'm getting to here, I'm not just obviously coming down on you guys, but also just trying to motivate you guys and encourage you guys to just do your research. I say this time and time again, do your research, Google, ask questions, don't be afraid to ask questions, but in the same breath, you need to apply the same energy and going out of your way to find the answers to those questions. Don't wait for Cherry or Toli to answer to your DM, because if they don't, then what does that mean for your career? So that's
So I always say that people are lazy people are lazy to, I'm sorry, I'm gonna drag
you say it all the time on your stories.
all the time that people are gonna come into my DM and ask me what camera I'm using, what editing app I'm using. Why don't you go on Google and find which editing apps? Go on YouTube, check them, which editing apps are best for iPhone mang. I promise you, if you use an iPhone 5, it's gonna show you. Yolanda uses is it a 5? Is it a SE? She uses an iPhone SE now. Go check her YouTube video, the recent one, and you'll tell me if that camera is an iPhone SE. Because she went and Googled how to use iPhone SE to take pictures, how to use an iPhone SE to snap or take a video. I promise you, I'm sorry, but you guys are lazy to Google and just go out there. You can go on Twitter. I remember I went on Twitter and I said, guys, which what's that? Which
software?
No. Which laptop is best for influencers or whatever? And then someone referred me. Someone referred me to Wasabi
for YouTubers. This is the type of machine that you should get, etc. And it's that simple. She asked the question.
I asked the question.
And it's got nothing to do with the fact that Miss XO has this many followers. No. Anyone can answer you, provided your Twitter isn't private, but anybody can answer you, anybody can link you and connect you to the right information. But that information is out there, it is available, and in more often than not, it's free, because we also have this misconception that everything, oh no, this one's going to charge me. No, these people who are giving this off for free. So, I mean, use it, even on YouTube. It's one thing to come and watch Miss XO, but also YouTube has a whole world of things. A lot of the questions that you're asking, I've seen YouTubers also make actual videos on how to make money during lockdown. Some of the questions that you're asking us, because these are, like I said, they have also been doing their fair share of research and have found other ways, alternative ways to make money. You. Exactly. So if you can just, just type in, it's the most simple thing. Literally, Google has all the answers. I promise
YouTube has all the answers. I remember the first time I learned how to and no one taught me how to edit, by the way. If you go down to my very first video, my first Get to Know Me, you'll see that I didn't know how to edit for shit. I didn't know how to do some parts, the volume is high, some parts the volume is low, but you get to learn. I remember after that I was doing videos for like 5 minutes where I would just sit and read a book. In that book, I know, Lana, I want to skip, Lana, I want to jump, Lana, I want to put a sound, Lana, I want to do this. Teach yourself, apply yourself. Not everything is going to be like fed to you because you want to learn this, you want to do this. So, somewhat, we're very lazy, and I'm not going to hide that from you. But if you really want to do this, you need to put your back into it and just start your research.
Honestly, all the best people that you recognize that you see in the world who are doing something and are standing out, sort of invested a certain level of research and asking questions and teaching themselves also, so I just feel as though that is the mentality that you need to have, and more than anything you have to apply yourself. She just said that you really have to apply yourself. If you're not hungry enough, nobody else is going to give it to you.
No one's going to feed you also. So yeah. Okay, I'd love to overshadow a social media marketer currently studying public relations. Whew. You might have to DM them.
I think it's really just approaching somebody, and I've had people who would like to shadow me as well, but I haven't found the time, also because it's it's quite interesting. It's a whole lot of digital working, ideation, etc. behind the scenes. It's not as exciting as it looks, and I think that's probably why a lot of people don't necessarily, you know, say you can come and shadow me, because unlike a lawyer or a doctor where you're going to be doing like a lot of, I want to say, interactive practical stuff, it's really not as interactive as what that career looks like. But I think just reach out to the people that you are interested in shadowing and hear if they are keen for it. It still also is, we're still in a Panasonic, so some people are also working from home, and that's just weird, shadowing someone and then working
and
then
their house. No one's gonna be comfortable with that.
So I definitely feel like it's something worth exploring, and just ask questions. Don't be afraid. Rather someone says no than for you to just sit there and wonder.
So the next question is, what are tips one can use to make it on a YouTube platform? I'm a self-taught makeup artist. Listen, with me, I was watching a video by Betty K. I'll link her video down below. She mentioned that YouTube now, I don't know if you're gonna add on to it, YouTubers now are doing story times and makeup, and that is not in high demand. And I'm just like, but if it's not in high demand, why is all small stuff story getting 50,000 views in one day? If a story time is not in demand, this is why I always say people will watch what they want to watch. Americans do makeup every single day of their lives, but their videos are hitting numbers like never before. Alia's face can release a get ready with me now after 2 hours is going to be 75k, like 75,000 views. So people watch what they want to watch, and if they've been watching you from day one, they will keep supporting you until. So with you starting out, it might be a bit difficult, yes, and you think, yo, I'm gonna give up, I'm gonna do this. I just think be persistent in your craft, be consistent in it also. Even if it means you doing a look 3 times a week and you're uploading all of them 3 times a week, please do that. It's gonna be a bit hard, yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know the formula of how I did it. I swear I don't know. Maybe it's because people have been following me since, like I said, because every single time I feel like there's gonna be a snap of me doing something and it's gonna go viral, like the first one of that me going at that girl. So I don't know, every single time with me there's something that happens and then I get more followers, and then I don't know, maybe because I talk too much. One thing about me, I will tweet nonsense. I will tweet nonsense, and I just talk too much, and I just talk my mind, and I think people are attracted to the fact that I am me. And sometimes they're like, you tweet what I want to say, but I'm scared to say it. I am very unapologetic about myself. I'm not scared of anybody. I will say whatever the fuck is in my head. I will, if I'm saying now I want to tweet, I don't know, whatever that I tweet about on that specific day, it gets traction. Exactly. I'm gonna tweet that I left the nigga for a Maybach. You guys are gonna like that, and you're gonna follow me, and I got traction from that tweet, and I got more followers. I'm now 99,000 followers on, so I don't know. I'm me, man. So I think that's why people love me, because I'm me, and I'm very controversial.
And you're hilarious. Like, I don't know how many niggas are like, your friend is so funny. And you know when niggas are saying a girl is funny, that's when you know she's funny. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess she's funny.
Well, I mean, I guess.
I guess. I'm joking, no, man. But and I think that's the thing. Like, the real gold here to what Koli is saying is that you just have to be yourself, and not everybody's gonna like that, but those that do will really, really like it, and those that don't, it's okay, let's keep it moving. The same way that you don't like everything that maybe she does, or maybe myself as a person, do you know what I mean? But ultimately there is a market and an audience for whatever it is that each person delivers. So if you just believe in that and you continue to be yourself, then
friend, I was watching YouTube. Was it on Sunday? I don't know. And then I was watching. Every time YouTube recommends a video for you. So there was this video about ASMR, and I was like to myself, how do these people eat? And you don't get full. For me, it's annoying if someone else is chewing, But there's people that like it.
That on the
what
internet.
I'm saying? This lady, she's the small. That lady's tiny.
The one from
she's
China.
Small. Yes, she's so tiny. I'm like, where's the food going to? Because you're not even gaining weight, dog. So I'm just, you see, people like that. So there's a platform for everybody. I also saw there's this man who reviews dog food. I don't know why he eats it though. He eats dog food.
And these people who are subscribed,
people
and who are watching.
He has 1 million views on everything. how are you gonna sit there and watch someone eat dog food and they're gonna tell you buy this dog food and don't buy this dog food? There's this other one where this man pours metallic foil in houses for ants, and then it comes up, and then he does craft from it, and then he sells it. He once sold one of his things for like $500,000, and I'm just like,
there's literally something for everyone.
Literally something for everybody. So if you're a makeup artist, yes, you're gonna start small, but there's something for everybody. You may not like my channel, but you're gonna go and watch someone else's channel because it's just like that. Not everyone's gonna like what you do. You don't everybody's cup of, you're not money, not everyone's supposed to like you. So yeah. Start if you want to start, and just do
what you feel drawn to do.
Exactly.
And I think when it's authentic, then that's what people will fall in love with. And yeah.
How do you choose what brands or people to collab with? How do you know something is right for you? I mean, firstly, let's not even lie. You're gonna see from the amount that they're offering. One thing, I will definitely check how much you're offering me to, how much content do you want from me? How many days do you want me to shoot something? How many, whatever. You're just gonna see. I think from you, don't ever settle because they're giving you something. I saw a lot of people like to me, can I please send you this? You wait for free, and I'm like, I must wait for free. How many people are going to see this post and are going to come buy it from you, and then you want me to do it for free? Never, ever, ever settle for people saying, yeah, we'll send you this for free. If you're still starting out, yes, you can do it, because that's, your post is going to get traction and be like, okay, you're reviewing this, and then other companies are going to see you. I remember the first time I did a review, it was from, I don't even remember which company that hair was from. And then after that, I did a first review. That week was quiet. The next week, I got tons and tons of email from hair companies wanting to work with me, and I was so grateful because that was my lucky break. For me personally, that was my lucky break. That company saw me and they were like, listen, we want to work with you. And yeah, even if you're starting small, just if they're gonna send something to you, just try squeezing a few bucks to be like, okay, this is what I'll offer you, and this is how much I want. And if they say go smaller, you can, but only because you're still starting. But if you're someone big already and you want 60K followers, you're gonna be like, excuse me, you want me to give you for exposure? Don't do that to me. So yeah.
To add on to Miss XO, don't try to sell something that you know is gonna raise eyebrows to your followers, where it's like, but Connie doesn't even drink. So why is she,
Why I don't even drink gin? Why is she lying about gin?
Do you know what I mean? It could be literally, if it's not something that is authentic to you and your brand, and your followers know that. And this goes back to that point she said about not taking people for a boost. The followers will know. If I start posting God knows what, I don't know what it is that I'm no longer yeah, but anyway, if I just start posting that as like way, out of like, no man, Cherry doesn't do this. You guys will know, and it's gonna be weird.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Then everybody's just gonna be like, so respect not just yourself but your followers as well by not coming with rubbish. Do you know what I mean? If this is not something that you would be caught dead in for whatever reason, don't do it. It's okay to say no, because sometimes we think that saying no takes like I guess certain opportunities away from you. If anything, you're setting yourself up for better that is to come. So you do have to get to a point sometimes where you have to sort of say no to certain things that you know are not in line with your brand and who you are as a person.
I remember I even tweeted about this. A luxury company that sells counterfeit wanted to send me an Alma, and I was like, first of all, the only thing right now, personally, I'm not even gonna lie to you, the only thing I can afford is Michael Kors. I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy a Alma BB when I'm not there yet. I have more important things that I can be buying, and that I don't even. So why must I wear now a fake one because I just want to you guys for
and
you
it's
guys?
Because you've been talking about how much you wanted, so they probably
exactly. So they thought, yeah. So I was like, no, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I'm not about to review something counterfeit on my page because I don't expect people to view me in that instance because I don't want to be seen like that. Like I said, I will definitely go to Michael Kors and purchase a 5K bag because I can afford it. But I'm not ready right now to be going to LV to purchase a bag for 22K because that's where I'm not there as yet. So I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. So I'm pretty sure you guys would have seen as well. You've never ever seen me carrying Alma. Now I'm coming with a counterfeit one. Am I mad? Is it Joe?
It just looks swag.
It's very
whack.
No, it's very whack.
It's
like
whack.
It's so whack, friend. Imagine I'm carrying around the counterfeit. I could never.
But then again, each to their own.
Yeah.
If you are okay with that and that is what you like, then by all means, you know what I mean? Yeah, by all means.
I'm not gonna stop you, but then definitely go ahead and get your coins. But personally, I don't. Wow. Did you ever feel like quitting YouTube? At which period? I've never I can take breaks but not quit. I definitely will not quit YouTube. Well, maybe later on in life when I'm like 50. Yeah. What am I going to be talking about at 50? 50.
Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe I have. Yeah. Maybe maybe I may be into.
And you need to give us the content.
You know what I'm saying?
The rich
bitch content. But yeah, for now, I've never thought about quitting. I've obviously I've stopped talking about a few things, but not quit as a whole. So I've never thought about quitting, but definitely, yeah, no. How do I become a hair influencer? Do I start approaching brands, or you can definitely approach brands? With me, I never approached anybody. That's why I'm saying that was my big break. I think that was also what I was praying from blah. That's what I was praying for from the Lord, and He delivered, because I was like, I want to work with hair brands. I want to see what hair I can purchase or buy or whatever, in case I want to have my own hair.
No dance.
But yeah, so when that brand approached me, and then the 50,000 others came running, I was like, thank you, Lord, this is what I've been waiting for. And yeah, I don't know, but you can have you ever approached brands that you want to work with them?
I have a very long time ago, when I was still establishing myself as an influencer, more especially a lifestyle / groove influencer. So just like obviously targeting different I want to say alcohol brands, and some let's say brand houses that have different sort of like segments underneath them. So yeah, writing proposals is something that you would have to obviously look into if you have a certain plan and idea. And I think my mind has always been very business orientated, very entrepreneurial, hence where I am today. So it was always about the bigger picture, not just about getting, I suppose, things sent to me, but I also had ideas that I pitched to certain people where I thought I could bring value there. So don't be afraid, and once again, ask questions. If you don't know the first thing about writing a proposal, but you know how to explain the idea and how you think both client and yourself would benefit, put that stuff on paper and present it, but always protect yourself so that people don't steal your ideas and run.
Of course.
So there's also that element, but yeah.
I would like to know which app or software do you edit your YouTube videos? You see, when we say that you're lazy, you can literally go to YouTube and search which editing app can I use to edit videos. What if I didn't see this question? So when you wouldn't know, you would be sitting there not knowing how and when are you going to edit your video because Tony didn't touch on your question. Guys, please do research. As much as I feel like I'm dragging you for filth right now. I'm dragging it as an older sister to you because I tell you definitely am. But do your research. Let me tell you, Google will not kick you out. Google does not kick people out. Google will not chase you away. Google will love you. Google will love you more than your husband and your wife and your children combined. Google must be your best friend. Even if you feel like you're writing something stupid, I swear the answer's gonna come up. I swear. I remember I was Googling how to make sweet corn sweet. I don't know why I'm obsessed with sweet corn, yeah? So I was like, how to make sweet corn sweeter. And Google told me you must put water, milk, and butter and aromat. How the hell does Google know aromat? Because why? I Googled. So, but just so you know, I use iMovie. I use iMovie for all of my new videos because we done elevated with the video. So I definitely use iMovie, and it's only found on iPhone. You can
pre-installed.
It's pre-installed on the iPhone and the what's this, on the iPad and the
basically,
Mac Pro.
Apple,
if you Apple iMovie is there everywhere. Recent graduate working at a club every day is draining. Marangi you.
But it's also COVID, so I'm curious to know how you're juggling that. But I can imagine it is quite heavy working in the club. Also, we've got a history of working in the clubs as well. But I think when the older you become and you start sort of gravitating towards the things that you really want for yourself, you also realize that you can't be extending your energies to that place, to that environment, to the people in that environment for too long, and then you want to just like cut back on that stuff. It can be draining. You're dealing with, I think, especially a lot of drunk and demanding people who just want whatever it is that they want. But I think I applaud you on that. And I'd say until you reach your goals and where you're trying to go, because obviously you're working there because you're trying to get the money to work towards something else that you really love, keep on doing that. But if ever you start feeling like it's taking too much of you, then you should let it go, or else that place will rob you of your soul.
How do I get into modeling? I wanted to touch this one because I know specifically who's going to help you. This goes back to Aunty Cherry saying that you don't know who's going to help you, whatever. You can go to Shadi,
The model squad.
yeah, Shadi, the models. I don't know, it's a model agency or model squad. Shadi Letwaba, is it Letwaba?
Letoba, I think.
Letwaba, yeah, Shadi. Just go to Shadi. Go to my followers. For the people that I follow and the people that are following me, and just say Shadi,
or just Google the model squad. That is modeling agency.
Yes.
Let me say modeling/casting agency.
Yes.
And she's a lovely person.
Yes,
I
she's
myself
amazing.
just
She's
recently
amazing.
just had to leave the model squad because I didn't have time to go to castings for ads and stuff. But she's one of the people, because her history is very rich in terms of being in the casting and modeling agency. She was with G3, etc., all those guys. But she's got a very great thing that she started on her own, and it's everything under I think it's editorial, it's modeling, it's casting, I mean it's ads, etc. So yeah, the model squad, if you Google it, I'm sure it will take you directly to the website, and you can find more details there.
But most importantly, you just go to Shadi_L. She will definitely tell you everything you need to. She even has a YouTube channel for modeling and stuff. So yeah. How long did it take for your career to reach its peak?
That's such an interesting question. I think, okay, it definitely took well over 6 years, but also when you're constantly evolving and growing, you like the moment you think you're reaching your peak, there's a higher level.
Exactly.
Yeah. So as much as I had a peak when I think I really sort of like cemented my feet into being a groove influencer, a lifestyle influencer who was always at parties, that was great. But I just found myself wanting more and sort of just working towards more. So, but it did take a lot of groundwork, and like I said, well over 6 years of, just like doing the rounds, earning my stripes, networking, meeting the right people, being recognized by the right people who have also established themselves in that same space. But you never really reach your peak when you're always hungry.
Yes. I definitely second what Aunty Cherry is saying. With me personally, I have not reached my peak when it comes to YouTube. I don't know. I feel like there's something that I have to do even more than what I'm doing right now. With me, I've set my goals, which I'm not going to say, but I've set my goals for something higher than YouTube. And I wish they come to pass, which they definitely will. And you'll be seeing me somewhere higher than I actually am today. So you never, ever reach your peak. And it's not being greedy. It's just you pushing yourself to do better. Because with me, when I was still using that smaller whatever camera, I was like, this is not where I want to be. Now, I'm not also where I want to be, but it's not where I was before the last year or whatever. So with me, my YouTube career took off, but it's not where I want to be as yet. As long as I don't have that YouTube plaque, then we're playing. I need that plaque in my house, and I know for a fact we are somewhere. We're getting, and I'm going to get that plaque by the end of the year. Trust me, I'm going to come back to this video by the end of this year. That plaque is going to be in my house, yeah?
I'm so inspired by this girl, by the way.
Don't sound me want to drink this. But yeah, that is, you should always be hungry and just pushing yourself to do better. And obviously you're gonna get to a place where you're like, yeah, I'm good. Where you're sitting, where you're like, I'm good. I think with me, I've reached somewhat. I've reached 50% of it, because sometimes when I wake up and I sit in my house, I'm like, yo, we kind of sort of good, yeah. We
You look around.
I look around like we kind of that. You see, she's calling. So yeah, that's somewhat where you're gonna take it. So yeah, my mom is calling, and I'm scared to answer because
they're fighting.
Yeah, she's gonna have me, But yeah, I'll answer when we're done here. How does one merge a health career with content creation and social media?
Lovely question, because I think I may be there somewhere right now. I lost a lot of weight from the last time you guys saw me on this platform.
Shine!
Because my mental health last year was in the gutter, and I needed to do some lifestyle changes. I am no longer as sort of invested in content creation because work has become really busy, but I do have a different lifestyle where I run a lot, I'm eating a lot cleaner, making making changes in my daily life just to maintain where I'm at and to try keep myself, in tip-top shape. I think what's important is to share this with your community, to let them know where you are. And just like when you're making meals, I don't know which element of health you're looking at. I don't know if it's nutrition, if you're looking at fitness or whatever, but to just share those anecdotes with the people who follow you and see how they respond. If they like it, then you need to post more of it, and you need to center your content creation along that particular space that you're now getting into, because obviously now your audience knows, okay, fine, which means she's going to start snapping more at the gym and showing us what she's been doing, etc., etc. Not that that's what I'm doing. For me, it's just too much admin. However, if that is your challenge, that is what you need to do. And just sort of slowly but surely introduce your audience to this new you, this new lifestyle, and just see how they respond. And I won't lie, I think a lot of us are fighting internal battles where people are constantly trying to better themselves. So you'll be shocked at the reaction, because chances are people are going to love it and will applaud you, especially if it's working for you. They will applaud you and will just want more and more information.
Yes.
So yeah.
I think we're taking the second last question.
Okay.
I see myself creating content, but my parents want me to study education. This, trust me and you, we're in the same boat. My mom wanted me to be a teacher, and I don't know. Life's just lifed. And
did you want to be a teacher?
No.
So why did she
think that? I don't think it was her thing. I just thought it was her trying to help me to get an actual job, because for a fact that when you leave school, a teaching job is waiting, even when she's a teacher. So I wouldn't have suffered. I would have been first. I'm sorry to say this, but I would definitely would have been first preference, because my mom is exactly, she's in that space, and my mom is the principal. I can I can just go into whichever school I wanted. So I think with her, she was just setting me up to be like, straight to 17, you don't have to struggle with anything. But my God was like, ma'am, we're taking a different route. That's when I fell pregnant. Obviously, I didn't do so well at school. I was supposed to get a B, but I got a D. I got a diploma instead of a degree. So I went to a different school. I didn't go to my teaching, whatever. And when I got there, that's when the whole passion of makeup started just being crazy. And then I'm here today. And as much as my mom didn't understand it in the beginning, she didn't understand it. She was just like, I remember we didn't talk for like 6 months, because my mom was like, go do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to waste my time putting you to private schools, and you're not going to be a teacher, and this and this. Now, because, even worse now, I'm in my home place. It's just like, that's my girl. That's right. So I don't know how you're going to do it. But ma'am, you have to sit them down to some extent and be like, listen, I don't want to be a teacher. But also, it's going to be difficult for you to prove to them, but how is this going to give you an income? But just show them different elements of the social media. Show them videos of, I don't know, you can show them my video of me talking about it with my mom, because there's a video that I did with my mom about how she felt about me not wanting to be a teacher, but instead want to be a social media content creator. And then just sit down with them and tell them, this is what I want to do. Walk them through. Yeah, I don't think they know, because when you just think especially if, but I don't know what to say. Our parents are those ones from that age. They don't think you can make money from your phone. They'll be like, you're making money from which phone?
How
can you make money from your phone? So I'm sure in their head you're making forex. Don't do that. Tell them that you're talking to people, you're doing this. You can show them pictures you can show them videos of where people are making money on YouTube, and be like, okay, this is the amount of money I can be making if I'm serious about this thing, if I can work towards this thing. And also, but just sort of manipulate them into them giving you an ultimatum. Tell them, I just need a year. And in that year, you must grind. Do you hear me? In that year.
It's difficult also, because some parents don't want to hear it.
At all.
I think my example is when I had said to my mom, just chill. Just let me show you. And what Koli's saying, I had to make sure that I was putting in the work so that she can see. So she started seeing proceeds. She started seeing I was getting paid, I was getting recognized. And she was like, okay, I guess it is what it is. But if they're not willing to listen or to understand, you need to show them. So keep quiet, put your head down and work. And then once they can see, then you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
And I think ultimately we all know with our parents, But believe I'm born.
And like you need to be, because I remember when I was still living in Pretoria, I was living with somebody else. Like, yeah, you know, and then now that I have my own place, I remember when I signed the thingy, I sent it to her, and then I showed her the keys, and she was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I'm moving into my own." And then she was like, "What? Yeah, like social media, YouTube, and I was like, "Oh, so now you want me to feature?" That's when my mom started coming on my YouTube, because she was like, "Oh, okay, so that's when we, you know," she started making appearances or whatever. Even now, she's like, when I was shooting another video, I'm like, this is my channel.
She wants her time in the sun.
Exactly. I'm like, this is my channel. So definitely just try, make them understand, but also you making them understand is me saying to you that, and whatever I'm going to say now, I'm not supposed to say, but you need to mentally manipulate them. Just say to them, yeah, give me a year. Give me a year, I'll show you what I'm capable of, but you must work your ass off. Even if it means going outside in the sun at 5 a.m. shooting content, you definitely need to do that, because you said you're going to prove it to them. But also, to some extent, it's not you proving it to them, but to yourself. But I can definitely pull this off. So, with that being said, it's a 46-minute video, yeah? I didn't want it to be that long, but you guys,
but you know she stays
It's me yapping and you're not yapping. I wish so. So today is this week's, we are not having Wine Wednesday, we're having Whiskey Wednesday, because we're having the yummy song. How can you drink wine with Aunty sharing the bill? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope, like I said, we can't answer all the questions, but I hope, because some of them were repetitive, I saw. You're asking the same thing, especially about influencing. So with the first question, I hope that you can get your answers from that, and then you can, you know, work your way to whatever around it. But thank you so much for watching. You were asking for Aunty Sherry. She's here. Don't ever stress me again about when is she coming back, because this one is busy. I only got her today because it was a holiday. If not for that,
things have been so real. That's how I've lost weight. I've been so quiet. No, I'm joking. I've just there's been a lot happening where work is concerned, but the love is still real, and this is gonna be my girl forever. The only way that she's kicking me out of her life is if
I die or someone.
You know what I mean? Something like that. But no, man. And yeah, shout out to you guys, Faves Gang. Bye.
I just finished drinking, but we definitely have to do clink bitches. Clink bitches. You guys so much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.